right to the WNBA Bank Shot presented by the Fantasy Boutique. DFSboutique.com. Go tailor your game like a winner today. $5 for the month. Basically works out to 16 cents a day. If you're not part of Team Boutique, you are doing yourself a disservice. In my humble opinion, I would say. You get all the sports and you get the best knowledge you can get to make plenty of lineups across plenty of sports and be a more profitable player. So if that's something you want to do, $5 a month, 16 cents a day. DFSboutique.com. Go sign up. Today we're going to talk about a 2-game WNBA slate. I don't mind the 2-game slates. I prefer 3-game slates over them, but we got some interesting plays for today. So let's jump right in there at guard, and we're gonna start with Allie Quigley, 6,500 on FanDuel, 9,400 on DK. She has 17 points per game, 3.27 rebounds and 3.27 assists as well. Had a little bit of an off game last outing, but she has been on a tear, so I don't expect her to go too far down. And the guard options are okay across the board, but I think you have to kind of pay up a little bit in some spots that I'm not super comfortable paying up in. And so I think Quigley is perfectly priced and in a good spot. So moving on, we have her teammate Courtney Vanderloo. And she's 65 as well on FanDuel, 9,700 on DK. She had herself a massive outing last go round, and that's part of why Quigley didn't hit it home so much. But honestly, pairing them up today might not be a bad choice. She has 9.9 points per game, 3.8 rebounds per game, 7.6 assists per game, and 1.1 steals. Between the two of them, they're going to handle quite a bit of the duty there, and Tamara Young got traded to Atlanta, who Chicago plays today. So that's another guard out of the mix, which just means more time for those two. So, and then moving on to our last guard in this video, and that is McBride from the Stars. She's 5,600 on FanDuel, 8,200 on DK. Had herself an okay game last outing. I think Plum kind of stole the show with some 12 assists. I think a lot of people will maybe try to ride that hot hand. But I think the previous game, actually no, I know for a fact the previous game McBride set a career high in points. So, and she's also had quite a few games in a row where she's basically been at or above her value that she needs to get for you. So she has 16 points per game, 4 rebounds, 2.3 assists per game, and 1.3 steals per game. Definitely a solid option, and maybe even get her low owned tonight, relatively to a 2-game slate. So, and then we have moving on to forwards, we have Breeland, 6,000 on FanDuel, 8,300 on DK. She also had a little bit of a down game in her last outing. Still scored 22 FanDuel points or DK points. I expect her to do a lot more, getting that 30 range tonight. 9.4 points per game, 6.5 rebounds per game, 1.6 assists per game, and 1.6 blocks per game. I expect her to have a solid outing tonight. So, then moving on, we have Harrison from the Stars. She's 5,400 on FanDuel, 7,400 on DK. 11.7 points per game, 6.1 rebounds per game, and 1.4 assists per game. She had herself a great outing as well in the last matchup, and honestly, I think she can do it again tonight. She's in line to kind of keep crushing. This Stars team kind of seems to be picking it up. So I look forward to having another outing like the last one for her tonight. And moving on, we have Sancho Little from Atlanta, and she's 5,300 on FanDuel and 6,700 on DK. 6.7 points per game, 7.3 rebounds per game, 1.7 assists per game, and 1.6 assists per game, 1.7 steals per game. She has an actual like strange role on this team. With they just got Boyette from Chicago, which is gonna kind of hurt Elizabeth Williams. But watching the last game, which was the first for Boyette over on that team, Little seemed to have almost an expanded role in what she could do. So I don't know if maybe it was a thing where she was maybe playing out of position, and now that they have another big, she can kind of play a more natural position. But she looked really good last outing, so I expect her to have another very good outing and be a cheap option for you there. So those are the plays tonight. Again, like I said, dfsboutique.com. You can tailor your game like a winner today. We have NASCAR up on the Slack channel. We usually do a free video. This week we decided that with it being a road course, we would do it just for the members. So if you want to check out our NASCAR stuff, it's all in there. PGA is kicking butt right now. Baseball is another sport that we're having. I mean, it's just every sport's hitting. So we obviously are doing something right over there, and we definitely would love to have you over there as a member of Team Boutique. So $5 a month, 16 cents a day, dfsboutique.com. Get over there, and would love to see you in Slack. So good luck, everybody, and let's have a very profitable Saturday.